Rye now has new features, a playable build, lots of other additions, and more. Where have I been for the past year? Well, right here, working on the game. I've been posting on the game's website, I've been posting on Discord, I just haven't had time to edit videos like this one because I've been hard at work. So no, the game is not dead, and I'm sorry I haven't been posting more videos. I'll try to be better about that. This video is going to cover everything I've done in 2023, and there will be another one soon that'll update you on what I'm currently doing. I've got a lot to cover, so I'm going to quickly catch you guys up. First and most importantly, the game is now in closed testing phase. This means you can join the Discord, get the tester role, and test the game for free. And yes, there's an Android build too. I hope you enjoy the progress so far, and I look forward to your feedback on that. So let's get into the changes. The first new addition, a tutorial. This tutorial just covers the basic mechanics of the game and ties in nicely with the game's story. This will likely need some tweaks or a rework in the future if I add more core features to the game, but for now, I think it'll do. I added an inventory. There's now an inventory system in the game, not to be confused with the equipment wheel, which is that fun little thing you store and equip knives with. Your inventory will store all kinds of items that you can't pick up with your hands. I'll probably add more functionality to it, but currently I'm just using it to store key items and stuff. I've added two very important new characters to the game. The first is a super sketchy guy who goes by the name Cleaner, and the other is your homeroom teacher in the game, Sakura. Cleaner is your go-to man for buying illegal items as well as trading marks for money and items. I'll go over what marks are in a second. You can find Cleaner in the street area during the evening, being all sketchy-like. Sakura is the other new character added to Rai and Yoshiko's homeroom teacher. Currently, she has a very basic routine. She's there as a prototype for future faculty members that I'll be adding later on in development. I also added the teacher's lounge to the school, which will be heavily used by the faculty later on. I added a few new core mechanics to the game as well. The first one is focus vision. If you hold down control or left bumper on a controller, you will use your focus vision. This allows you to see the outlines of nearby characters through walls. There are three colors of outlines: white, which is a normal character, red, which is the rival, and yellow, which is a marked student. Alright, so remember earlier when I mentioned marks? Well, during each school day, Cleaner will mark 1 to 3 students. You can knock these students unconscious and bug their phones for Cleaner to gather data from them, earning you 1 mark, which can be traded for money or other items. Currently, the only way to get a mark from a marked student is knocking them out. But in the future, I want to implement less direct ways to get info from students. But for now, this is the only way. I've added passive dialogue to Rai. Before, gameplay dialogue would only show at the bottom of the screen globally when an NPC catches you doing something or reacting to something serious. Now, there's a new type of dialogue that shows up when an NPC nearby you is speaking. For example, when you run in the hall in front of Sakura. I'll be doing more with passive dialogue to give more life to the game in the future. I also added active events between Narumi and Ryu. Active events are events that play out during certain days that you can eavesdrop on for information that might help you later. Be careful though, because if you get caught, it'll interrupt the event and give you a massive reputation drop. What is reputation, you ask? Another new mechanic in Rai. You now have a reputation on a scale of 100 to -100. More reputation gives you lots of benefits that currently aren't in the game, and -100 reputation will get you kicked out of the school, giving you a game over. This was added to make players think twice about drawing attention to themselves and doing bad things in the open. So, doing bad things causes you to lose reputation, so what do you do to gain reputation? In the future, I'll add many ways to gain reputation, but for now, I've added the Volunteer Center. After school, you can volunteer here to gain money and reputation. You do this by playing a minigame for the volunteering job that you choose. Currently, there's only one job, picking up trash, but in the future, there will be more. The higher your score, the higher your rank, and the higher your rewards. Keep in mind though that time will pass when you volunteer, so take care of your business before doing it. But if you accidentally don't take care of your business and you messed up, well, no problem, because I've added saving and loading to the game. This was kind of needed because it was very frustrating to play the game from the start if you made any mistake or got a game over. Trust me. I've revamped how blood detection works in the game. Before, if students saw blood on the ground, they would follow the trails to see where it came from. If there was no source, they would start cleaning up the blood on their own. Now that a faculty member has finally been added, when a student finds blood, they will report it to the nearest faculty member who will investigate the blood the same as the students used to do. If you're seen bloody by either of them, you'll take a massive reputation hit. If the body is seen, well, it's a game over. And if you randomly help them clean it up, they'll think you're a little weird. Now, the last significant feature I've added are side quests. In the game, some characters will have side quests you can do for rewards. Currently, I've only added one for Sakura as a test, but there will be lots more in the future. Side quests are a very important part of Rai because they let you explore the world and the characters. They'll also be a method to befriending your rival later on in development. I also added a few little fun things to the game. One fun little feature I added was the phone camera. You can now take out your phone and take pictures and save it to share with your friends. I even added a selfie mode with various poses, like the soy jack pose. The other fun and totally unnecessary feature I added was Venchan. If you press equal on the keyboard, you'll turn into Venchan and be able to aim and shoot cans at students to knock them out. If you aim while midair, time slows down. But be aware that when you use this mode, the playthrough is pretty much over and you'll have to load a save or start a new game entirely. You might be wondering, why did I add something like this? Well, two reasons. One, I was bored. Two, it was a testing feature of a bunch of new mechanics I plan on adding later on in development. So rather than just let me have fun testing it on my own, I kept it in for you guys to mess around with too. I hope you guys have a lot of fun with that one. And that about covers the progress of late 2023. I've added much more since the start of this year, but I'll save that for another video. This one was just to catch up on the most notable features and tell you guys who only know about the game through YouTube, yes, I'm not dead. I'm still here working on the game. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, check the website and the game's Discord for the latest features and news about the game. And yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.